Alrighty, YouTube, I'm actually showing y'all full screen today so y'all can see the executions on NinjaTrader as well. Let's see how that looks if y'all like it. And then we can continue that way. I usually on YouTube let y'all only see just the trading view screen. We're on a little early. I want a reaction down off this hourly and 30-minute for value gap is what I'm looking for sales, but like I said, we'll see what happens because we already pushed down. Like I said, I think we're going to take these lows out at the end of the week, but we might not do that today. We just need to know what's happening today. At 10 o'clock, we have no news today, no news on tomorrow. We have news on Wednesday though. See, no news today, no news tomorrow, news on Wednesday. So do with that what you will. This line is the bottom of the 30-minute gap. I'm not marking it again. And then this whole one down here is the hour gap, as you can see here on the hour time frame. And then this is, we're in a giant 4-hour for value gap. So we can go to the 4-hour chart, not the daily chart. So we're almost finished with this 9 a.m. candle, 9 to 10 a.m. candle. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get if we get a reversal out of this range, or if we push higher. We can push higher. I'd probably wait for an inversion of the gap. Let's see if there's a 15-minute gap. We want to wait for inversion to the upside. We want a candle close, yeah, out of this 15-minute gap here. And if we wick down, we want to under, yeah. So let's just see. Let's see what we get. Hey, sad boy crab. Let's just see what we get, y'all, today. We could keep going higher. We could. It's looking like we want to reverse. Oh, let's put on the sessions indicator real quick, just to see what highs. Yeah, we swept London highs and Asian highs, so we could be going lower to the Asian lows down here, and then we have London lows, or we could just keep pushing up to the top. Well, let's see what we get. All we do is wait for a confirmation. But Asian lows are here for first target on the downside, but we do have a swing low here that's really close to it. So that, I think that would be my first TP. And then second TP is this yellow line here. If we get the downside, if we get the upside and we continue higher, target is this high here from Friday. So yesterday's highs, these are yesterday's lows, but we're not targeting. I'm targeting this low, these two lows. So let's just see. I would love for it to come under this 30-minute gap. The 15-minute gap, we're already under it. Well, no, we're not under it. The 15-minute gap actually lines up the 30-minute gap. And then the hour, yeah. The gap of the 15-minute is here to here. So the 30-minute gap and the 15-minute gap line up really nicely. So let's see. This is a strong candle though on the 30-minute, and it kind of does look like we want to come out, but I'd rather wait for us to inverse a gap to the outside. What is PLTR? What is that? PLTR? Never mind. Okay. I don't know what PLTR is, so. 4-hour chart, 30-minute chart. Let's see. If we went power of 3, you know you want to catch the wick on the upside to go lower. You want to catch the wick on the downside to go higher. So let's just see. This is a strong candle, so it's looking like, like I said, if we want to go higher, I want to be fully out of the 4-hour gap, though, in my opinion. Fully out, and this is still a good move. Honestly, a bigger move than out of the gap on the downside, so. 9:30 traders got nice 8:30. So yeah, the 8:30 traders have been getting the reversals for real. That's why I used to trade at 8:30. I used to get on 8:30 and catch the bottom of these moves, and then you can just catch the run up. But now I've noticed that Yeah, 8:30. Liquidity sweep, market structure shift, and we ran up, and then 9:30 people got an okay continuation to the upside. So now let's see how far we go. And then usually though 10 a.m. we'll get a bigger move of the day anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like it looks, I mean, this is a decent sized move, but it doesn't look as big. What do you think about the gap at the bottom of at the market open? Yeah, we did have a gap, a weekly opening gap right here. I don't know. We're definitely gonna go back and close it eventually this week. I think we're gonna have a bearish week. I think we're just popping up. Like I said, it's gonna pop off these gaps. Came down to a gap, bullish gap, popped off. Up here now, eventually we'll come out of this gap. Then we'll inverse this gap. We'll pop into this gap. We'll pull back a little bit to something. A new red gap we'll make on the way down. Then we'll keep going lower. But I don't know. We could keep going to these highs today too. So I'm waiting for a confirmation. Like I said, now it's 10 o'clock. Let's see what we want to do. Do we want to just go lower and come out of these? Like I said, this is the bottom of the 15-minute gap and the 30-minute gap, this pink line. So I need to come back into the pink line for me to be confident in sales. And then now we do have our 10 o'clock open now. Is that blue line? So if we do want to go higher, we are below it to get in buys to go higher. But like I said, I want to wait until we inverse. Let me set a higher time frame, number one. Till we come out of this 15-minute gap, or out of the 30-minute gap, or actually just push higher. I would like to be out of the gap for buys though, fully. But we'll see. It's just a patience game. But yeah, see the 15-minute gap is this gap here. The hour gap is this bigger one that ends up here. The 4-hour gap ends right here. I know it's a lot of lines, but this pink line is the 30-minute, the bottom of the 30-minute and the bottom of the 15-minute gap. So the top of the 15-minute gap lines up with the 1 hour. I mean, the top of the 30-minute gap lines up with the 1 hour. The bottom of the 30-minute gap lines up with the 15-minute. If that makes sense. Pocket looks good to sell. Exactly. I think we rebalanced a lot. Just these candles are not giving it to us right now. These candles aren't showing. This is a strong move, but like I said, it's just 3. You can reverse after 3, but you want to wait for confirmation. If we had a nice white candle at 9 to 6 like we had on Friday, you could have just gotten in immediately in sales. But now we have to wait for a change in the state of delivery, which actually is not that far down. It's like right here on the 5-minute chart. Like I said, I need to come out of the gap in general. I don't want to change in change delivery until we come out of these gaps, which it is out of the gap. The change of the state in delivery is this white candle under this order block. These 2 white candles on the 5-minute chart. If you know what that looks like, it's here to here. Where are my templates? It's the body on the bottom side. Actually, I can do the body on both sides. People like to do the wick. So change of state and delivery is once we push below this line. But there is a fair value gap here on the 5-minute, so I honestly would wait for it to inverse that fair value gap on the 5-minute to enter for sales, in my opinion. Come down, change of state and delivery, inverse the fair value gap, getting sales to these yellow line would be best, and or buys once we break out of the top of this gap. So I'm not trading anything in here. So if we push and want to be a bullish candle, I want us to push. So let's see, it's just a patience game. Like I said, we're in some gaps on all time frames, so let's wait for it to react. Inverse one or react off one to the downside. Just a patience game. I started working on a Discord. It's not coming for a while, obviously. I'm gonna get funded, get some payouts and all the things, but just because it's kind of a lot, honestly. It's overwhelming. Because like so many rules you have to get, so many safety things, bots, Discord now lets you do subscriptions on their own, but it doesn't work. I tried to test it yesterday, and it still shows a lot of the content without having people pay, and then it's a whole thing. But taking its time, but it is gonna come for those who want it. And it also has, my Discord's gonna have like drop shipping, Turo, investing, and other stuff in there, not just trading. So that's why I might release it early for like those people, like the drop shippers and stuff, to show like how I was making 50K months in drop shipping. But I know I don't want to be one of those traders who has a Discord without being profitable yet. But people do, because like there's people who support people who aren't profitable and like the journey to learning with them. So there are people who pay and their Discords are cheap, and that's it. I just don't want to do that. What's your name? My real name, or just like Wealth Building Rockstar is my name on the internet. You want to know my real name? Why? My government name? You want to guess my real name? Ezekiel? Close. My name does start with an E. It does start with an E. What do you go by? That is true. No one, do never call me Wealth Building Rockstar in real life if you mean. My name's Erica though. My name is Erica. From America. Yeah, my name is Erica. But Wealth Building Rockstar is what I go by. I mean, I guess you can call me that. I don't know. I haven't thought about what I would be called when I get like a bunch of followers. I feel like that's weird. Period. Flawlessly healthy, Erica. Yeah, my name E. Nice to meet you, Erica. Look at all the E's up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Superiority. I thought he was gonna do the me, but yeah, that would be weird. But people do. They have these names. Like everyone just calls Swaggy C. Swaggy C. TJR is just TJR, even though his name's Tyler. So ICT is ICT, even though his name's what? Michael, I think. C and a K. Good for you. Mine's just a C. Because my dad's name is Eric. He named me, y'all. My dad said twin. So his name is Eric, and he just threw an A on that. And I was like, Junior. But yeah, let's get like I said, back under that pink line. No entry for sales until we inverse this 5-minute fair value gap. And then I don't want to get in buys until I know this is a lot of money to leave on the table, but I'd rather be sure, y'all. Because this is still a nice move. This is a nice fat ass move. So we can wait till it comes out of here. Now if it wants to trade slowly up here the rest of the day, we don't get an entry, then we don't get an entry. It's okay. I'm up halfway on my funded account, so I ain't trying to risk money. Well, dang, my dad's name is Eric too. That is funny. Period. Flawlessly healthy. Not we twin. That is so funny. Yes, nice to meet you, E. People call me E. I have so many nicknames too from like working in Hollywood. Like my name's Erica, obviously, so I have people call me E. Some people call me Clay because my last name. And then I have a lady who called me Rika. She just took the E out and just called me Rika. I work with a lot of Ericas too, who then they would call me like E or something, but Rika's cool though. Clay is cool too, but all right, look like we might be pushing, finally getting our change of state delivery. Our 4-hour candle is looking bearish, so we'll get in some sells under here. Now you could wait. Like I said, the change in state delivery is just a candle close under this order block. I learned. I'm sad crab or sad boy. Don't be sad. We're all gonna be profitable traders soon. Rika, right? Rika's nice. It was a lady I used to work for in costumes. I was like, for me to have just such a basic name. Now this is tapping to the order block to go higher. I had a lot of nicknames. Yo, what up? You traded at 9:30, Tay? You took the 9:30 run up a little bit, or are you still waiting for a setup? I almost took this buy trade last night in Asia session for real. It was a nice bounce off this fair value gap, but this bounce. Waiting. SPY 4-hour, is that considered bull or bearish? Bearish. So mine are white and blue, so it's bearish. We opened at this blue line and now we're below it. So this is a bearish candle right now. Until we get back above the blue line, we are bullish. So this, like I said, this could be a power of 3 to get in buys. I wasn't confident. I'm confident in the reversal just because we ran up and we're in a gap, but I'm not because we had a nice move up and it's not giving. We don't have a confirmation of reversal yet, so it could go higher if it wants to. We're at a place it can reverse, so we're just either waiting for it to reverse or continue. But like I said, the top of the hour and 30-minute gap is here. The bottom of the 30-minute and 15-minute gaps are here, if that makes sense. They're different on all the time frames. But I marked the 1 hour gap, which is this big one, here to here. We're in this giant 4 hour gap that was made from Friday. So this is the hour gap. But the 15-minute and the 30, this is the bottom of it. So we get a better bottom. You could wait for it to close out of it on the hour, which actually we probably will if we want to sell because it's before the inverse fair value gap. This is the hour bottom, inverse fair value gap. But we already respected that hour gap once. We tapped it here, and we reversed, and then we came up. So let's see, we're back bullish. We are back bullish. Do we want to end? There is a target here too, actually, on the upside. This 4 hour candle. Oh, we're pushing. We are pushing on the 5-minute. Let's look at the 15. We have 4 minutes to close in the 15-minute candle, so we might enter a buy off of this 15-minute candle. So this is a power of 3. It gave you a tap of the order block. Some people could have had, that's why if you have a bias, then you'd have gotten in earlier. If you were strong on us going up, you could have gotten buys off this order block and took it higher. Good for you, but I wouldn't wait for another confirmation. Then I'll take another one. Now the 15-minute top of the gap. I've been faked out by a 15-minute fair value gap though, plenty of times. Like we've closed above it and then reversed on the second 15-minute candle. This is the top of the 15-minute fair value gap. So we're already about to inverse it. But for the 30-minute and hour, you're not inversing it until we get up here. That's why I'm like, Let's see, we have 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. That's why you wait for candle closes. Wait for candle closes. Don't get in off this. You could have got in. Sometimes it will, like I said, to fill gaps completely, close above it a little bit, and still reverse. So I want to wait. As I said, I want a candle close out of here. And if that doesn't give us a nice setup, that's just, we just don't trade today. I just need 2 more $800 trades to get funded. I'm halfway. See that nice push back down? Nice wick above it. Let's see if we close, this 15-minute candle closes bearish. That would be nice. We'll see though. It's a waiting game. And I figured out, like I said, how to not get faked out. You wait on these higher time frames more. You can look on the 5-minute if you want, but I notice like you be eager to get into like sells and buys and things versus like waiting for things on the 15-minute and the 30-minute. You will really appreciate it and get faked out the least. Yeah, you might not get the tightest of entries, but usually you'll get your confirmation of the direction on a higher time frame, and then you can go on the 5 seconds and it'll give you, the 5-minute, and it'll give you an entry still in the 5-minute fair value gap or something. That's what happened on Friday. I got in as soon as this candle closed, but this wick was an entry on the 5-minute. It tapped into a 5-minute fair value gap, so I could have got a better entry up here, but I just entered here. I had my stop loss above this gap to be safe. It was a big ass candle, but I had my stop loss somewhere up here. And it just ran down the rest of the day for a nice trade. No news too, so we'll see how. Like this move does look nice on a higher time frame, but on a smaller time frame, it's not like super big. I hope our move plays out. Could be bigger. But you can take a target here. You can take a target there if you need it, instead of take it to these Asian lows. Oops. But yeah, we're just waiting. I know some people are like, "Oh, your charts look a lot," but I'm like, you have to wait because you have your correlating time frame of where you want it to close out of. Like you need it to close out of a 15-minute gap on a 15-minute chart, 30-minute gap on a 30-minute chart. That's why you need to know your points, because you'll get in too early and it will wick you away. Like we still have 30 minutes in the 30-minute chart, so or like 20. We have like 20. How much we have? 15 minutes. So this 15-minute candle probably just closed back in the range. Indecisive candle. Let's see. Wait for good setups. What are y'all thinking? Y'all feeling bullish or bearish? Y'all think we're continuing higher or reversing from here? We are at the 50%, above 50% as far as gap too, so let's just see. Like you can have a bias, but you know what I'm saying, you want to come in and you just want to wait for the market to show you. I'm a reactive trader, which allows me to not really be wrong often. I usually just take dumb trades, getting in early on the 5-minute and the 1-minute. And sometimes I don't hold my trades, but I still get in the right trade though. Waiting it out. It's given to this 4-hour candle could be an indecisive candle, and we have to wait for the fucking afternoon candle, which I might not do. I've overcome my problem of clicking the button now. It's just finding the right trades. I feel that. The clicking the button is good too, because it gets you used to making and losing money too. I think the hardest part trading is people, which is so funny to me, because people will say like trading is gambling, but business is not. I'm like, life is a gamble. Nothing is for sure. Y'all, we're just so taught that if you do business, it's for sure. It's so for sure. It's not. It's just as hit or miss as trading. But I think we're just not used to seeing money lose in like 2 minutes. You know? I think seeing money be lost every day is what people aren't used to. But you do lose money every day in business. It just doesn't look the same as it does in trading. Which is worse, because I feel like most people lose way more money in business, me included, than I've done in trading, because I can see the money going faster. So yeah, live trading, we finally gonna get our little reversal. This is a nasty wick though. What up, Luke? I'm waiting. I'm not looking for anything, but we're in a point where we could reverse from. I think we've balanced out our move from Friday. We did pull back last night in Asian session. You were already in that trade, right? You had it already set. We did have a nice pullback up into the golden pocket. So I'm trying to see if we finally go back down. Like I said, I called it. I said, that's why I said I don't, like you said, looking for buys and stuff. I knew we were going to get buys, but like I said, I only trade at 10 o'clock. So I'm not going to sell the Asian session and catch every move or trade Asian. And so I don't look for buys only because it could happen before I get on the chart. So If you were in that buy trade, you're good. And then we're finally getting our push. We're back in our bearish candle range. Like I said, we have to close. I would love to close under this fair value gap, and we're pushing now. We have 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle, so we should wait for it, and then we can finally get in sales. YouTube, you're finally seeing the Ninja Trader action. And then we could wait, obviously, for inverse of this fair value gap, which would be nice as well, but that is a nice candle. And this is what faked me out that day. I think it was Thursday. I still made $400, but I got on the 5 minute and took like this little scalp to like this liquidity point, and then stayed on the 5 minute and then wait for confirmation. So, and the 30 minute is about to close under their gap. See how the 30 minute gap lines up at the top of the hour but the bottom of the 15. But we still want on the 5 minute us to close below this order block to confirm for firm for shizzle. And you can wait to inverse this for value gap if you want, which we have how many more minutes in the 15 minute? Oh, we have 9 minutes left. I don't know if I'm waiting for that. We can wait for the inverse on the 5 minute. It might take that whole 9 minutes. This is 4 minutes left in this candle, and then we need to still a candle under here. So actually, it might be there. 651 sell. What does that mean? It's a nice displacement candle. See if we leave a gap. Like I said, I want a candle close. Hopefully, the 15 minute comes and closes right below that too. So you just have to wait 9 minutes. It sucks because your stop loss is high as fuck, but at least we should have a good run to any of these. There's a bunch. There's liquidity here from 8:30, liquidity here from 1:30 a.m. Then we have yesterday's and Asian sessions liquidity points. So you have a bunch of targets. I would love it to go to these Asian lows here. London lows are somewhere in here actually. That should be your first target actually. Yeah, the London lows are here if you want them. All right, we're pushing now. See, like I said, candle close. We have 8 minutes. All right, now it's a nice push. Let's go on the 5 minute and see if we can get a candle close. Still need a candle close though, so we can wait 3 minutes instead of the 8 minutes. All right, I might get into this, but I don't want, like I said, sometimes I do this and it'll wick back up, but I do think we're actually pushing. Do that wick back up. It's okay. We can wait 3 minutes. Cause that's how I get faked out all the time. I'll get in early. Bad entry down here. We done ran up on me. We'll just get in where we get in, and then hopefully we can get a nice push. We'll just have to have our stop loss above this gap. This big ass fair value gap. Like I said, we're waiting for confirmation. 2.5 minutes left. How much left on the 15 minute? 7 minutes left. I think this lines up that order block, that fair value gap on the 5 minute actually. Let's see. If it lines up perfectly, then we can stay on the 15 minute chart, which would be nice to avoid a fake out. It's looking like it could be just bouncing off of it. Do they line up? They do line up nicely actually, so we could just watch the 15 minute if we wanted to. But we're gonna sit on the 5 first. Cause like I said, if it doesn't close below in that 1 minute, we have to wait for the 15 minute anyway. So if we get an entry on the 5, we can get in early, but we still have an extra 5 minutes on the 15 minute chart. So it's probably gonna bounce up here, rebalance this a little bit, hopefully, and then continue down. Let's see. Our 4-hour candle is finally looking bearish. And then this bottom of this candle is a nice little target. Like I said, it's while you wait for candle closes with 45 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. It's gonna check if it closes right in it, and then the next candle is just a fat ass candle. Okay, now we're pushing 30 seconds. Oof, so low. 25, 24, come on. Shitty entry, but waiting for confirmation is better than a loss. Shitty entry is better than a loss. A good entry is not better than a loss. All right, 11 seconds. See, I wick back up. 10 seconds. Let's see if we get a candle close below, and a nice push after that. We did not get a candle close below, which sucks, because now this 5-minute candle could fully close way the fuck down here for us to get into. So now we do have to wait that last 5 minutes from the 15-minute chart. Which I had a girl on one of my videos say she just trades the 15-minute chart, which is fair. I traded the 15-minute chart on Friday. I got in right at the 15-minute candle close, and then boom. Because like 4 minutes is a long time. That shit can just run. Maybe if you want, you can get in once we push below this or something to be safe, but I'm about to get in these sales, I think. Scared, but wait for that candle. See how I'll be wicking up and faking you out? Did you get in? No, not in yet. I need an inverse of this for right guy. I mean, we do have a change in the state delivery, actually. We closed under the order block body. So technically, yes, we could get in. And then it's probably going to come back and tap us in the gap. It did already. It came up, tapped us in the gap. So actually, that is a good entry. I would love the inverse of the Ferrari gap, though. But we did change state of delivery, so I'm gonna get in sales.
Order filled.
All right, stop loss at this 5-minute high. And then, which is way up here. We're in shorts. Nasty, nasty, nasty stop loss. Take profit. I would love to go to Asian lows, but let's see what we get. Ninja Trader has the worst, like, fucking scaling I've ever seen. Like, you can zoom in, but then it's like, I can't center it. So I need to work on that. But then if I, let me see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, where did I want my lows at? Now we can, now we're cooking with grease. Let's put the first TP. We'll see how much profit I'm in at 18,542. Now 18,5. Look at that, way down. Alrighty, we're finally getting our push. Finally getting, see, that's why I'm like, you could have waited for the candle close below the inverse value gap, because it's probably gonna give you still a decent entry. We did get a change in the state and delivery. Tagged back up in the breaker. 1 minute left if you want to wait for the inversion for value gap. Still bouncing. I think my entry is actually worse too because it's NinjaTrader. The spreads are nasty. So I'm like actually just now in the green, which is annoying with it. NinjaTrader, your spreads are ass. All right, 47 seconds. We're getting our inverted value gap on the 5 minute. So now I'm going to mark this and see what price we're at this level. 562. We have 542 would be nice. $23 seconds left for the entry, for y'all entry, the inverted value gap. If you're waiting, 17 seconds, 13, 12. 2, 1, y'all should be entering now. Boom. Inverted value gap, we're good. We're pushing now. I might even go watch the 15-minute chart instead of watching this chart. Like I said, avoiding fake out, still in a higher time frame, waiting for confirmation. So let's see what kind of push we get. Like I said, we might bounce off this gap. We got liquidity here, liquidity here. Let's push. Like I said, I can't make more than $1,500 in one day, so I have to watch my P&L, which y'all are watching on YouTube. TikTok, y'all don't see it, but it's slightly off screen. Which is annoying, because that's the worst part. Watching your P&L trading is like not fun. So like, but if you're trying to do like a full point over leverage, kind of like I am, you have to watch and make sure you don't go over $1,500 in a day. But we're in these sales. Like I said, I've avoided my fake outs. That's why I said I feel like I'm finally trading how I'm be trading for like at least 2 years. Like I'm actually have a strategy that works every day. I'm reactionary. I think you can move stop loss at break even once we hit either this pink line or this yellow line if you want it. I'm finally trading how I should be trading, getting rid of fake outs, profitable again, just doing the things. That's why I'm like also doing the Discord, like not soon, but like it's helping me manifest all the things. Like I'm building my Discord, manifesting the profitability. Like it's just going together hand in hand. It's really nice. I think it's at least going to these London lows, at least. So let's see what we get. We can also watch the 15-minute chart if we want. It's a little better because it shows you like at least we're going here on the 15-minute chart, and then next is here on the 15-minute chart. Versus like the 5-minute hat is like reversing or doing a little pullback at this point here. But the 15-minute is like, hey, we're going here. Maybe the hour too will even show us another liquidity point. The hour will show you, oh, same shit, this one and this one. So, oh, we might want to sell before we get to this gap actually, this hourly gap. So, maybe take profit right at this hourly gap. Or you can wait for it to inverse it and keep going to these Asian lows. We'll see. I'm up 347. My first TP hit locked up my combine. I got in at 634. I had to get out. I can't go over 1.5K. Exactly. I'm trying to at least get to 800. So tomorrow I only have to make like 800 or 700. So I can get funded tomorrow if possible. Obviously it could take all week, but I just want to have it where I could take another trade like this. But good for you. Flawlessly healthy is what I'm talking about. Great trading for you. I know I kind of want to. I want to go up to one regular NQ mini, but I'm scared. I'm a little scared, I'm not going to lie. Because that drawdown is not fun. This drawdown is already not fun. And the stop losses have not been tight lately. It has not been confirming our trade until we're like way from the top of the reversal, which I don't like, so. All right, we're at 392, 460. I might sell at the top of this for I kind of want to wait for it to get inverse and take it to the second one, which would be really nice. But I'm already at 500 here. I should be at 800 at this gap. 500. Look, we're tapping off this one. Just go ahead and push. And there's a gap on the 4 hour too, actually, the 4 hour chart. It's a big gap that lines up right under this line. So I definitely think the 4 hour, we're going to that gap. 510, I could sell here, but like I said, let's see if we push. Let's see if we push. I mean, you could do stop loss at break even now if y'all want though. For free money, actually, I might do that. We came down a bit. Yeah, stop loss is now at break even, so now it's free money. No loss, no win if it comes back up. You could put it in profit a little bit if you want to. 25 minutes left in this hour candle. I do think we're going here $400. Lost 100. That's why watching the P&L sucks, but you just have to make sure you don't go over $1,500, like she said. 10 a.m. reversal coming. We're already in the 10 a.m. reversal. We're in it. We're in the 10 a.m. reversal. We're already 35 minutes into the day. So let's see if we get I want to get a candle close below this. Let's go down to the 30 and the 15, see if we're actually bouncing off this a little bit. Kind of hard. Which I call this the 830 lows. Like I said, London lows are right there, and there's a 4 hour value gap made on the upside that I think we're literally pushing to. Now I'm at 360. Not fun, but let's see. Yeah, we bounced off this chart. Yeah, we're pushing. It's okay. It's gotta wait things out. You gotta wait things out. Stop loss, I break even now anyway, so it's free money. If we go to break even and I make $0, then you know what? I made $0. Sucks to go from 500 to 0, but you wouldn't know because you wouldn't be watching your P&L when you get funded. We're not watching our P&L when we get funded. It's gonna be just this trade, and we're just gonna set and we're gonna wait and let it run. That's what we're gonna do. But see, we have this 4 hour gap that we're pushing to at right before this yellow line, this London low. It usually pushes to both Asian though, so let's see. It's a nice, we already have a nice move though. 447. I mean, I can still sell here and have an $800 day tomorrow, because this will this will put me at 18 at almost $2,000 up on the account. Because I think I'm at 1491. We have 8 minutes in this 15-minute candle. So let's let that play out first. 4 hour candle. Things just be pushing. It's a range day to day, today and Tuesday. What do you mean? Note 30 minutes from now? What do you mean, Luke? And what do you mean, LSFX? Note 30 minutes from now, and oh, you mark 11 o'clock to be out by Silver Bullet, into Silver Bullet? We could do that. It's a range day to today and Tuesday. Oh, you mean a consolidating, we're not gonna push? I mean, we can range in between these two gaps. We did that last week too, and we still caught good moves. We literally did that last week. We were ranging in between this fair value gap and there's one up here, and we caught some good moves. So I want a bigger move than this, like I said. All right, finally pushing back above 500. Let's just take it to these London lows. I got your little sweep now, finally. All right, push on out. I want a candle close below this pink line, and I'll move my stop loss in profit. Alrighty, we're almost down to this fair value gap on the 4 hour. And once we touch it, I might sell there. I'm at $700. I think we're in there on the 4 hour. We're in. No, we're not quite there. Come on, push, push, push. Tap the gap. Almost there. Come on, let's get to this gap. I want to sell the top of this gap, actually. It's far up right gap. Come on. Almost there. And that yellow line would be nice. We're clearly going to this far up right gap. 690 up 690 on the day. 685 is bouncing back. It's bouncing back and forth. I could move my stop loss to this pink line too, actually, if I wanted to. $630 up 630. Come on, push to that fair value gap. 617.
Order filled.
There. 602. Still a nice trade. If y'all are still holding, good for you. Nice trade. Took it to just this first liquidity point here because of this fair value gap on the 4 hour. We could bounce off of it again. Nice trade. If y'all are holding, keep holding. If y'all, I think y'all can still hold. Like I said, I just don't want to take any losses on this eval. So now I'm up 2,085. So I just need 900 and what's that, like $15 or some shit like that. $915. This 4 hour gap is kind of scaring me. You could wait for it to hit there. It should hit there for sure. I'll take $600 though. And good exit. I agree. Especially because the only thing that sucks about things like this, that's why I said these 4 hour gaps, when you're in a giant gap, this is still a big move, but like it's still not really sure overall on the higher time frame, the bias. But hey, a good trade. If y'all are still holding, hold. Like I said, I sold early. I would have liked to sell, wait for it to hit this gap here. I'll take I was so close to $800. I think I was at 740, like right here. So is what it is, but I'm up 2K on the account. Still looking good, still profitable, still a lovely execution for those if you need proof. And then for TikTok people, the money is right there. But yeah, fire trade, y'all, fire trade. We'll go over the recap today at 8 o'clock at night, and we'll see how far it actually does go down. Like I said, I used to beat myself up about holding trades, but I don't anymore. As long as I sell at a point of interest, like a liquidity point for value gap, I'm happy. Instead of like sometimes I would sell like on the 15-minute, our point of interest here. There's no point it's going to reverse from and for here. And then the next one is here. You know what I'm saying? So I would at least like to sell there if I don't take it down to my full TP. So I'm not mad at that. And it is looking like it's kind of playing around at this 830, which is 830 low is a kind of important low. It's not the best, but just depends. But yeah, great trade, y'all. Hope y'all took it. Hope y'all made some money. We know flawlessly healthy. We know that Erica's ate today. But yeah, I'll see y'all tonight for back testing. And then yeah, we'll live trade again tomorrow. See if we get funded tomorrow. If not, hopefully by Wednesday. Like I said, no fake outs when you wait on the higher time frames. It's really life changing, honestly. And you can literally sometimes you can trade off of them. You can trade off the 15-minute chart. We did in on the 5-minute chart, but we still got an entry. This is almost the same entry in the 15-minute chart. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Great trading today.